What a terrible day for a fucking podcast.
Dear God.
Oh no. Okay, they're slowing down.
Look at people on the scooter over there. Oh my God!
Fucking idiot. Yeah. Retribution. I think the camera's a little low today, isn't it? Welcome to the DynamiteGizmo podcast, everyone. Episode 211. 211. Oh my God. Today's gonna be a fucking trash episode. I tell you what, it's gonna be trash. You wanna know why? Here's today's card. It's tradition around here to show you the card, but it's not tradition show. It's on the card, but we'll talk about it. There's nothing on the card. There's nothing on the card because I spent the last... Hold on a second. Number 110. I spent the last... Let me just write a few things down here. Boppity boopity. I spent the last 2 hours fucking around with goddamn audio shit trying to get this fucking stupid podcast working. And guess what? There was nothing wrong the whole time. I'm just a fucking idiot who doesn't know how to do anything. That's what it always turns out to be. I gotta fix this camera. Hold on. Oh, she's all crooked. I can't tell if it's crooked or what. Oh my God, that looks like piss. Does that look okay? I don't even fucking know, dude. Yeah. This episode is gonna suck, but it doesn't matter because I have to film it. I can't not film it. It has to be filmed. I'm so dedicated to this that I cannot stop no matter what. No matter what. No matter how. So I'm like not even prepared at all. Like literally not even a little bit. Which is great, which is fine, which is what always happens. But this time I'm really not prepared. I've got like nothing to talk about. So this is going to be a junk ass episode. This is going to be the junkiest of the junk. What did I do this week? Well, I didn't really do much. I didn't do much to talk about anything. Alls I really knows is fucking where are we at here? Let me get this going. Where is it? Did I close it? Do I not have anything? Oh. Whatever. Let me see if I can find her. Hold on a second. Let me give this a little. Shut up, dude. I'm not in the mood, dude. Okay. I can't even close it. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, I'm like a little frustrated right. Shut up! I'm a little frustrated because of the 2 hours I've spent fucking around with audio, and turns out it was fine. Turns out it was fine. I gotta find this person's name. That's what it is. Right. Give me 3 seconds here, would you? Actually, we might not even be able to. I bet she deleted her account. Or is this her? Look at her. Look at this fucking big-titted fucking slut. Look at her. Is this... Did she delete the video? I don't even know if this is her actual account. But this bitch has been making false accusations about Alex Pereira. She said that she got fucking raped by him. But she didn't. She just made it all up. She just did it for fucking to promote her OnlyFans on the fucking internet. Nothing, look at this. Nothing to be addressed. She deleted the original claim of Alex raping her. She has deactivated her Instagram. Her friend who went with her to the UFC 302 event has privated and unfollowed her, and every bit of her story contradicts. Can we find the original clip? Because she took it down. We need to find the original clip, but I think it's gone. Is this it?
I tried to put it in, but I was nervous.
I miss you.
No. Where is it? Is it gone? Okay, let me see if I can find it. Wait, was that it? This yeah, I don't know.
Repeatedly, I keep pushing him off. I keep pushing his hand off.
On some nights.
It's all just this shit. Okay, let me see. Mary, what the fuck's her name? _G_Brown. Original video. I really should honestly wait to fucking do this podcast tomorrow, but I can't wait. I have to get it done today. Nope, post deleted. Shit. I don't think we're gonna find it. I think it's gone. She deleted it, and for some reason no one else has it. But anyway, God, you get we don't have to watch it. Like, this girl, she is kind of hot, not gonna lie. But anyway, she posted a video being like, hey, Alex, fucking, he raped me, and he kept saying chama. He wouldn't speak English. He just kept saying chama. But look, it turns out she was just fucking around. And she was bragging about it with her friend here. Nice fake allegations. Hope your failed OF career produced enough money for defense lawyers. Crying, laughing emoji. The money I'm making from all the exposure to my OnlyFans will pay well for them. Dude, let me tell you, okay? I'm sure she's making a boatload of money off this. You know, I'm not going to say it's a good idea, because it's not. It's a bad idea. Don't do shit like this. That's horrible. Don't fake pretend like someone raped you just to get fucking clicks on your OnlyFans. That is the most diabolical fucking evil shit you could ever do. And the fact that she thinks this is okay is just maniacal. But the problem is, the issue with this is that it worked. It fucking absolutely worked. She is absolutely 100% going to have hundreds of fucking guys flooded to her page, because guess what? She's actually hot. That's the problem. Okay, she's actually fucking hot. So all these guys are going to flock to her and be like, oh, yummy, you know? But what if the tables were turned? What if it was a dude who was like, this chick raped me, and he did it just to get people to his fucking OnlyFans page, and it worked? You know, like. And I don't even think Alex even knows that this is going on, or he's gotta know, right? He's very on the ball with this sort of thing. But I saw this video here. I want to see if this is actually.
Yes. Highly, incredibly unprofessional, but fucking awesome at the same time.
Okay, this isn't it. I thought the video said
Yes.
date on the Pereira allegations, so I was like, yeah, but this isn't it. This is not. Yeah. So yeah, it was like the news. This whole thing came out a couple days ago, and it didn't take long for the beans to be spilt and for everyone to realize that she's just full of shit, full of fucking milk in her tits or whatever. I don't know. What does this say? Is this the same thing? But yeah, there's a video of her like at UFC 300, I think it was, and she's shaking her bazingers around. which I do have the video of that. Should we watch that? I'll have to blur it, but I'm sure you want to see it, right? Let me see if I can find it here. Of course I saved it. Of course, why wouldn't I? Is this it? This is it, I think. Here we go.
I'm not a huge UFC fan.
See? Titties. She's not a huge UFC fan, but where was this? Flashing my tits if Sean wins? Oh, this was Sean O'Malley and Cheeto. I see. And here she goes. Oh, yeah, they're fully out. They're just bouncing. Isn't that nice? Oh, yeah. Oh, look. Some more booties. The Nelk Boys posted this. Let's just watch this for a bit. Ass and titties. Yep, volleyball's great. Whoops. What did I do? Okay. God damn it, guys. I'm so unprepared. But this is just going to be one of those trash episodes that we're just simply going to get out. For the sake of getting stuff out. Strickland's trending. Why is Strickland trending? No, I just won a split decision against 1-3 Costa. I'm next for the belt. Give me Chimaev. Well, he was supposed to fight Chimaev. Do you think Khamzat is actually going to fucking pull through this time? Or do you think he's going to back out again for the 9th time? I don't know if it's 9 times, but it's been a lot, hasn't it? Shut up, mommy. Have you guys watched the Joe Rogan fucking his new stand-up special that he did on Netflix Live? Did you watch it? 'Cause I did. I watched it and I went into it with the idea of I know this is going to suck. I knew it was not going to be good, and I don't say that disrespectfully because if you know me, you know I love Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's great, and I will always love the rogues. Okay? Of course. How could I not? Of course I do, but and I'm not the only one who feels this way, but his stand-up is nah. It's mediocre at best. And I hate to say it because he's definitely a top dog in the comedy world, and he for sure knows what he's doing. But I think what the underlying issue is, and I've thought about this for a while, because I'm not the only one who feels this way about Joe Rogan's comedy. A lot of stand-up fans feel this way. And I think what the issue is relates back to podcasting. And you can do this with not just Rogan, but almost every stand-up comedian, because they all have their own podcast, okay? So pretty much every stand-up comedian has their own podcast, all right? So you're seeing the majority of these stand-up comedians in their podcast setting. You're listening to them talk as a normal person. You're listening to them joke as a normal person. You're watching them be themselves on a podcast weekly. And especially Joe Rogan, who's been doing it for fucking over a decade now. So you when you're a fan of the Joe Rogan experience, you really get to see who Joe Rogan is as a person. And again, this goes for pretty well any stand-up comedian. If you're a fan of them, you will watch their podcast and you get to see them as a person on their podcast. So when they go out on stage and do their stand-up, you're seeing them in a different light. You're seeing them as a different person. You're seeing them put on an act. So it throws you off. Because you almost feel a connection to these people. You almost feel like, oh, I know who this is already. I know how they are. I know what they do. I know how they act. So seeing them in like this stand-up setting, you're like, the jig is up. Like, you know what's going on. Right? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a fan of podcasts, you know this differentiation. It's hard to separate the person from the act. Whereas back in the day, when it came to stand-up comedy, there wasn't any podcasts, so you only saw them in their stand-up form. Like, if you were a fan of George Carlin, you would only see George Carlin on stage or on a special, and you would watch that on HBO, and it was awesome. That was the character that you knew, and that's all you knew. But now we have this separation where it's almost like you're friends with the stand-up comedian because you watch them so often on their podcast be themselves. So if you know a person for who they are and how they act and what they do, and then you see them go up on stage and be this other person, because they're not themselves on stage. It's an act. It's a persona. There's a cadence. There's a rhythm to the way they talk. And it doesn't feel genuine like what it does on the podcast. So you have to separate the two, and that's when it gets dicey and weird. Now, I'm not saying that's the reason why Joe's was so mediocre. And again, I'm not saying it's mediocre. I'm just saying it doesn't make me laugh. And it doesn't make a lot of people laugh. Like, honestly, it's a wide consensus on the internet about Joe Rogan and his stand-up comedy, whether you're on his subreddit, whether you're in a YouTube comment, whether you're on Twitter, or should I say X, anywhere. It all comes down to that, where people are like, stick to podcasting, stop the comedy. But, I'm not saying he's bad at comedy, because he knows how to do it, all right? He has dedicated himself to doing it for fucking 20 years now. He's been doing comedy way longer than podcasting. So yeah, he knows how to do it. He knows these things. And I feel like that's why other stand-up comedians don't necessarily like watching their friends do stand-up comedy when they talk about it on their podcasts. Because that's the same idea. They're surrounded by these people, so they know who they are, so that when they see them on stage, it's like it's a facade. It's like, okay, I get what you're doing, so it doesn't click the same way. Maybe I'm spitting nonsense, but someone out there has to understand what I'm saying. I know there's someone watching right now who likes podcasts as much as I do, and you're listening to what I'm saying, and you're like, yes, I understand, because I feel that way as well. Okay? Because even when I watched Andrew Santino's special, I felt the same way. I'm a huge Santino fan, but I pretty much exclusively know him from Bad Friends and Whiskey Ginger and all the other guest appearances he's had on other podcasts. So when I watched Cheeseburger, his special, I was like, this isn't doing it for me. But I gotta admit, it's not that way with everyone. Like, I recently just watched Sam Morril's newest stand-up special on Amazon Prime, and holy fuck, that shit made me laugh my ass off. And Ari Shaffir's Jew, although it didn't make me laugh as hard, it did make me laugh, though. I just thought it was fucking brilliant, okay? There's different ways to approach a stand-up special. It's not always just about the laughter. And Ari Shaffir's Jew, it was like so insightful and creative and unique, where you're like, oh my God, I'm learning so much shit right now that I didn't even want to learn about. But the way he's spilling it out, it's intriguing and fascinating. Not only the way he does it, but the information that he lays out and how he relates and connects everything to, you know, the way comedians do stuff, where they connect an idea with some sort of thought, and you're like, oh, I never thought about it that way. Ari Shaffir does that beautifully in Jew. But Sam Morril's stand-up special is just pure, like, funny, straight-up comedy, like hilarious jokes. So I guess it really depends on the approach of the way the special is done. It's just because I'm such a fan of this whole world, when I see a stand-up special like Joe Rogan's, going into it being a fan of Joe Rogan, but then not liking the stand-up special, I have to ask myself, why? Why don't I like it? And on a surface face value, I get why I don't like it. It's because it's not funny. I watched the whole thing live, and I didn't laugh once. The things he was saying were, you know, it's pretty much the stuff he says already in general. So it wasn't surprising. It wasn't shocking. It wasn't really out of the box thinking for him. But I get why he did it the way he did it, because it's very, it's divisive and it's edgy, you know. He wanted to stand out and just be abrasive and speak what he believes to be the truth, and what I believe to be the truth for the most part. But the funny wasn't there. And I feel like a lot of his stand-up comedy is inspired heavily by guys like, what the fuck's his name? Sam Kinison. All right? Joe Rogan likes to yell and scream and be loud. Like, he thinks that is the way to go. And mind you, just, I'm not critiquing him. I'm not diminishing him. I don't fucking know shit. I've never been on stage. I can't even talk. But I'm just saying what I think is going on. Because we all know he's a huge fan of Sam Kinison, and he always says that was Sam Kinison was one of the reasons why he got into stand-up comedy. So I can kind of see that in the way that he does his act. But whatever, man. You know, I can't dive too deep into it because, again, I'm not like a fucking authority figure on this. This is just how I feel, and I just want to know why I don't find him funny, and that's just, well, I guess I don't, whatever. Don't get to a conclusion. Just spit words out and never get to a conclusion. Yep. Like I said, this episode's trash. How far into this are we? Oh, thank fuck. This might not be a long episode, but like I said, we just had to get this out. All right, let's watch something. Let's watch a clip to clear the air.
Okay. Put your face in it. Oh. Okay. Put your face in it.
Put your face in it. Woo! Oh, shit. Where are they? At a museum or something? Oh, my God. How bad?
Okay. Put your face in it. Oh. Okay.
I wish the video was longer. Wait.
Put your face in it.
Oh, it's... Okay. Is there anything in the comments? Believe it or not, straight to jail? Spill it, straight to jail. Clean it up, believe it or not, straight to jail. Dude, I thought it was raw ground beef too. When I first saw this, I was like, that's just ground beef. But nope, it's not. I've been thinking of like streaming this podcast maybe. Because I've set up a way to do it. I can do it now. I would like to get another monitor. That would help me a lot. Because then I'll be able to switch easier. Yeah, we won't talk about that on here because that's a lot of thought. That's a lot of ding dong. And honestly, that's one of the reasons why I had to sit here for 2 hours and fuck around, because I was trying to maybe consider it. So I was playing with the options and then I fucked it all up. But it turns out I actually didn't fuck it up. I'm just a gosh darn idiot. We already covered like the only 2 topics I had to talk about, which was, you know, the fake Alex Pereira accusations, and then Oliver, get down here, please. Yeah, dude. Yeah. This is, wow. God, this episode, I'm not even feeling it. I don't even want to film this right now, but I said to myself, I have to fucking do it. Because, yeah, I can't do it tomorrow or Friday. It's just the way it is. So this episode's a bit trash. Let's just watch this guy get not knocked out. Holy shit, dude. Was that not crazy? Dude got punched in the head and in the stomach at least like 5 times. Didn't even flinch. He actually was moving his head towards the punches. This guy's like, what the fuck? The other dude's like, what the hell is going on here? This guy won't fall down. Punch, punch, punch. Nothing. Not even... Wow. Crazy thing is, I started that was a dead air, wasn't it? I started following this guy on TikTok called Casual's Corner. He has obviously a Twitter page too, right here. He's like one of the like an influencer who covers like MMA shit. Okay, there's a few out there, but this guy's an up and comer, and I really like his stuff. He's really doing a good job. And here, he only has 1,300 followers on TikTok, and somehow Theo Vaughn got a hold of this and wrote, "What Walmart is this at?" and reposted it, which I thought was kind of cool. It's pretty cool that Theo Vaughn got recognition to you. Casual's Corner. Also, great name for a fucking page.
It's been...
Some days are good, some days are bad. But no matter what, you push through, and you do it no matter what. Alright? No matter what. This episode is trash, and you know it, and I know it, and it's not even worth watching. And we're going to end it here because I don't have anything else to say. I don't have anything else to talk about. I don't have anything else to do. I'm still flustered in my head after 2 hours of complete nonsense with computers. And honestly, during today while I was at work, I was having printer issues. So badly to the point that the printer is now no longer in commission. And then I come home. This is complete complaining right now, so I don't normally complain, and I don't recommend complaining, but just as a scope of what happened today, there's the printer issues, and then I come home, and then 2 hours of that, which is honestly nothing to complain about. All right, life is good. And if that's all you have to complain about, then you're fucking living a great life. And I am. And I'm happy and I'm solid. All right? And I've been going to the gym. All right? I'll just straight up say it. I've been going to the gym. And you know what? It's the best decision I've ever made. But some days, it's just not for you. Some days are just bad days. And today was just a bad day. And you know what? That's fine. All right? Bad day equals a bad podcast. And that's what this is. So we're going to end it here. All right? And just know that it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. All right? Especially this podcast. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. And we are just scratching the surface. Yeah, we're 211 episodes in. You'd think I'd have my shit together by now, but I don't. And maybe I never will. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. Next episode will be much better. All right? That's it for this episode of the DynamiteGizmo podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell. You know. I don't know why did I say I hope you enjoyed it. You didn't enjoy it. Anyway, bye.